It's Wednesday. How are we feeling? We feeling good? That was like a whoo. That was like spring is here. It's here. Allergies, listen, I get it.
Doesn't shine, even though I'm just fine. Your judgment is not benign. Vivid interior, 'cause that's not enough. Shall I posture play the game? Shrouded in much shame, vivid interior, can't bring the brightness out. Inside I scream and I shout. Am I inferior? Not good enough if it's not known. Not real if it's not shown, not shared, not liked, not on display. Who's to say that something's wrong with me? Vivid interior. Thank you.
Sweet dreams.
And I'm gonna do one piece for y'all. It's called Elements. This inspired me while I was in Jamaica on sabbatical, so I decided to put this into words. Gentle reminders to keep my heart light as a feather while in your presence echoes. As I exhale into you, every part of my being feels like I belong here. It's been a while since I felt seen in my entirety, effortlessly alleviating stress within my vessel as you embrace all of me. No curvature or crevice left unloved, you honor me. So honorably, the reciprocity was met with acceptance. I vow to speak to you softly. Forgive me. I have foolishly forsaken my femininity and allowed fear to take the wheel. You have shown me a multiplicity of ways to truly heal. With every heartache, you collect my tears, transmuting pain, providing space for me to prevail. An army of angels, a prayer away, taking heed to each and every word I say. Death and life on the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. As I grow older, I recall the casualties I've casted from my orifice, incognizant of my own magic, a novice, navigating new playgrounds with old souls who prey upon those with no foresight, commissioned by karma to keep spiritual checks and balances right. Depths of darkness I shied away from. Frightened by what my inner child has conjured, I now embrace because I have conquered the concept of duality and facades that, keeping them separate, was for my betterment. Betraying the heart led to my own detriment. Swimming in sorrow, synonymous of myocardial symptoms, triggered me frozen, vulnerable, open. Scars on display like a post-op, you reassured me I am chosen to carry the crown and rest my head into you if I ever feel broken. Like shards of glass stained with stoic, angelic imagery that decorate temples, this body decrees offerings. Be gentle, genuinely. Speak life when you speaking to me. I no longer care to match energy because y'all couldn't hold a flame to me. I learned to bow out gracefully when unimpressed, then let history repeat and settle for less. Living in delusion is the easy route, but boundaries is what you got to stand on business about. The difference between a woman and a grown one is recognizing what saying no kept her from. Peace of mind is priceless, and 6 figures equating to happiness is counterfeit. Long as you keep your heart stacked, don't fixate on getting your lick back. Flow. Like the fluid you were birthed in, developed in darkness, a beautiful culmination of wonder and purity. No, That you came into this world alone, but open arms are eager to hold you in love and accountability. On days where you lost the ability to this cup runneth over where the sky and ocean meet you. Or a child of the waters that your spirits roam free. Listen to the sound of nature's melody as it echoes in harmony. Breathe deeply as your diaphragm intended. Embody the raw essence your heart has mended, please. Take up space unapologetically. In time, you'll see blessings in plain sight. Give thanks in your native tongue. You are a temple, multi-layered, kneeling in answered prayers. Welcome home. Thank you, guys. This piece is called Plans. And the inspiration was college. Just because you have your degree in something doesn't mean that's where you're going to end up. So this is where that piece came from. I was in the staircase, sobbing. Sonya, what am I going to do with my life? Academic probation had me in a chokehold. I can't fold. My parents Jamaican, what I look like. Majored in sociology because I like how it look, right? 12 credits away from having to choose. So I made that move. And I don't regret school, because long as my mom could frame Black Bachelors in her living room, I'm cool. So what are your career plans? Damn, let the ink dry. Can't tell you how hearing that one question made me want to cry. I like a lot of things, I can't lie, but society said choose. So I made that move. I did the retail scene, but managers was mean, had me folding clothes all perfect at the seam, so it seemed like I'm being productive, but I only cleaned up after myself, so I said, bump this. Let's try corporate. Copy, fax, file, phone, repeat. See, cubicle life just wasn't for me. And at the time, I was still working on my degree, so when I said I was majoring in sociology, they heard social work, but that ain't what I mean. So what are your career plans? I held the tears back and took a bathroom break. God, give me a break, please. I'm tired of the code switching, office politicking. Karen can't fathom my hair grew 18 inches over the weekend. Quit staring at my jerk pork and rice and peas, inquiring about a recipe and telling me how you and your family was there for a weekend. You say, I love your culture. I know. I had to go, and guess where I went? Hospitality. Ugh, the irony. The money was great, but my feet ached and body pains last for days, but I need a shift, so I asked for days. Be at work just daydreaming about the day when I'll have a seat at the table. Like, keep the tab open, boo, and I'ma tip you well, because I was once you. Fake smiling, doing what you gotta do. It gets better, I should know, because all these jobs just forced me to grow. Took matters into my own hands, and now the power is quite literally in my hands. I didn't choose this life, it chose me. I am a trauma-informed Reiki practitioner in the 2nd degree, so when you ask me what are my career plans, I'm gonna tell you proudly. I wanna speak with young girls and women alike about truly healing, because it'll save your life. It was a summer day in 2019 when I made that call. OD nervous, I didn't know what to expect at all. Holistic therapy, I admitted myself. I didn't know what to expect, just wanted to better myself, because I heard talking it out is good for your health, but this was different because I connected with my inner self. I ain't gonna lie, it took a lot of work. This beautiful thing when you realize this shit really work. If I could do it, you could do it. It might sound cliche, but I'm a walking testimony in front of y'all today. Through the ups and downs, I found my way, divinely guided and protected every single day, because spirit made me choose. So I made that move to bet on myself, because I'll never lose. Thank you.
Are you even sorry? It's unfair that even in your absence, I have a presence in my chest of so much hurt from you. Did you notice me outside of your imagined fantasy of why we aren't speaking anymore? Why is it easier for you to spend so much time talking about someone and not talking to them? Learning from you has taught me to ask myself that same question. I know you were hurt, and the hardest lessons you had to teach yourselves and imprinted on your heart and projected through your actions. And the truth is, you never learned that everyone is more than what they can offer others or any one thing, even more than the lessons you always thought defined you. I am more than your one and only neglected daughter. I'm a whole person that you never allowed yourself to get to know. Maybe I only complicated what the silence made it what the silent lessons made holy to you. These fragmented memories are breaking away for me to keep writing poems and finally be honest, because while you were here, something always made me tell people you did more for me than what you did. To not embarrass you, or maybe to put on a show or be your entertainment that might just pull your attention toward me. And the truth is, I'm not a hobby. And obviously I wasn't yours, because at least a hobby is something that you keep trying to learn more about. Thank you. I've been writing the same poem, and when I wrote of escape, I didn't know what I was escaping until I spoke it out loud to you. And I realized how scared I was that you would know that I was actually only talking to you. And when I think of connection, it reminds me and it scares me how distant I feel from you. When we went on our first date, you sat so close to me. Right next to me, you left no room for me to spread my thighs all the way out. And in this moment, I realized that you never left that spot, which is to say, I feel constricted by you, while also skipping planets away in my distance. My distance is not ready to be enclosed upon. Like, in other words, I just really need some space. Thank you.
How we doing? How we doing?
I don't know, man.
I got some new shit for y'all. The frigid raindrops wash away the fingerprints you left on my skin. My eyes softly close and I lift my head to let the pounding water cleanse what no longer serves me. Once the rain stops, I lift my hands to begin building a life that serves me. The cobwebs that held and comfortable silences of our once so-called perfect union have been replaced with fragrant bouquets of self-love. Thank you. There's also new shit. I altered the image that was carefully drawn with perfect lines to obvious paths. I pressed my fingers against the white page to smudge the precision that once was. The ink left on my hands filled my veins with possibility. Thank you.
Never before did the hills roll and dip forever, so far that the earth felt impossibly large, unscalable. Far from the top of the hill, the sun swallowed by the sky, the young man cried. And the wind strongest sea, whimsical and dangerous, took my hair for a dance. There was love, but before there was wonder. The people we loved from the west to the east, could we love them coast to coast? Would the sky ever sing this blue when we returned home? We could roll down the rolling hills until the earth took us whole, a foreigner taken by the wild, wild wind of the west. She loved the earth so deeply it killed her, born to die between the hills and the sea. A young man wept.
You did it. Wasn't that bad, was it? See, this is a safe space. Is anyone else feeling back row? Kinda? No? She's like, no, I was just doing a hair thing. Chill. I got you. Anyone else? No? Okay. Well, we're gonna go. I'm gonna do something. Actually, is that okay? Can I rock out? All right. I'll do oldie but goodie because it'll be new to y'all, because y'all have not seen it. And then I'll do something new. Okay? When God spoke, all of the particles of the universe conglomerated together and bursted into form. And are you not a word that when spoken to burst into form? So who are you talking to? And what word is trapped in your stomach with no God to call it forth? Who are you talking to? And what word is trapped in your stomach with no God to call it forth? I am Malcolm and Martin, a deep prayer and fully loaded rifle, a peaceful protest yelling on your front lawn. I am the dream of my ancestors, all wisdom and divine power. I am sinner enough to not be welcomed at church, but saint enough to know Holy Ghost power when it show up. I am a Sunday morning sermon that hits home Shabbat Shalom, a knife to the throat of anybody that come near my babies. I am an unstoppable movement marching tirelessly with my chin up. Back straight like I belong here, black as hip-hop and Kool-Aid. Close, like mama's hugs after a heartbreak. I am a problem to every solution in my way. I am a direct extension of the great I am, and I will burn down master's house to get my freedom. Nat Turner this plantation. Django Lucifer and all his children. Plague Pharaoh till he bend in favor of God's will and let my people go. I will take justice into my own hands, because I'll be damned if I watch them put another bullet in black skin, call it an accident. I am tired enough to do something about it. Exhausted from carrying all this woman around. Holding all this soft under thick skin. I am too much. Too loud, too black, too proud, 2 times 2 the bitch you cheated with, 2 steps ahead of basic, flirting with greatness, and she a bad. I am a prophet, prophetically positioned where I am manifested. Baby, I'm not a soul you just run into on accident, especially if you connected. Divine timing reveal future promises in past tense. At ease, catch a whiff for the wave you in. There's this one. I left my phone, but I have a new one. I'll do it the last round. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. Hi, everybody online. We ain't forgot about you. I'll actually do these little 2 short ones. This one, I love doing this one. I just got a chance to see my mama who's in Cali, and a very knowing woman. There are women who know things they shouldn't know that knowing won't help, but you can't unknow what you know they just know. When and how. What and where. Know just how much seasoning is missing. Know how long to hold you. Know where it hurts. And no one knows how they know, but they know that too. There are women who know. Thank you. And this is a new one, y'all. Hey, my little power piece. What you gonna do with all that power? Ain't that always been the question, the concern? Why they killed our Martin? Why they watch us so close? Tap our vibrational cords and gave us a devil to blame? What you niggas gonna do with all that power? All that God and fire? All that holy? All that mountain and thunder? I said, what you niggas gonna do with all that power? Ain't that always been the question? Ain't that always the motherfucking concern? What you niggas gonna do with all that power? Power is a destructive thing in the wrong hands. Power is a life-changing thing in the right hands. And we all have power, especially as women. We have so much power. And just as individuals in general, and it's important, especially at this time in the world, that we all awaken to our power and step into it. And power is knowing. It's knowing who you are. And deep down, we all kind of know. We kind of know. We let ourselves kind of know. But on a deeper level, we really do know. We know. We know how powerful we really are. So, yeah, that's just my encouragement to step into it. As I'm stepping into it, we can do it together. It's easier when we do it together.
It broke my heart that I had to break yours. Panic attacks on bathroom floors, couldn't wrap my head around the fact that my arms don't get to meet yours. I wasn't ready to be a mother. Took a whole year to even tell my mother. Grief gnawed at my insides like surgical instruments. Some patients prefer music during the process, they said. There isn't anything melodic about this. How can I seek comfort in song knowing your heartbeat won't carry on and my heart wasn't in the right space for you to be born? Nothing could drown out that sound. Occasional PTSD hits when I hear vacuums now. I'd apologize 1,000 times if my lips would allow. Dysregulated, nervous, system sequencing signals to block this pain. I felt it all halfway through. Maybe this is my karma for you. And women before me who had nothing but metal hangers and alcohol, hanging on to every breath like asthmatics. God was the only emergency contact they could call. Mourning in prayer, hands clasped like stitches. Over the next few days, you might see remains, but that's normal. Don't be afraid. Over the next few weeks, you'll have flashbacks and may not want to speak. Over the next few months, you'll contemplate leaving him. Because this lost birth resentment and your womb feels unsafe now. Over the next few years, you'll receive therapy and lay baby girl to rest spiritually. She's more beautiful than you could ever fathom. And wise, because she knew it wasn't her time to make it earthside. You'll commit to the healing work and support other women by sharing your experience and coming to terms with this decision. That's the end of my draft. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Okay, this first one's called Dissection. I can't kill a fly without seeing a future in flames, but I can wish death upon my brothers and smile at my reflection. You can search for everything it is you long for in this life. I'm afraid it's gone. Waste your time, I'll buy you some. What currency do they take anyway? I'll bargain with my newborn laughter and bottled oxygen. I'll label it one of a kind. Breathless, I still fear. That despite our efforts to separate, despite the truth of our composition, God or this computer made us the same. But please do look at me with those eyes. Tell me I am something. Thank you. And then the second one I wrote after reading, I think it was Neruda in class. I don't typically write in Spanish. It is kind of hard for me. So reading it is kind of crazy. But I'm going to do it anyway if I can find it here. There we go. This one's called Escribiéndome. De pequeña, todo lo que he querido saber es lo que soy. Pero ayer fui mariposa y hoy he muerto. Mañana me despierto, salvaje. Puede que sea tigresa o sanguijuela. Puede ser. No sé cómo decir todo lo que tengo pensado. Me sigo descubriendo en cada paso. Cada gota de lluvia, cada hogar, cada beso, cada canción en un idioma que no entiendo. En tu suspiro al leer esto me encuentro. Y aunque algún día este misterio que soy fue el sujeto de mi miedo, hoy me deleito en el no saber. En este nuevo mundo que he descubierto, planeo conquistar cada rincón de posibilidad. En este mundo sobrevivo porque no existo.
It has been quite a time, and I wonder just how to make you mine. I wish to find things that make you smile, and knowing your heart may take a while. Do you believe in my heartfelt plea, or must I bend down on one knee? Can my honesty be the key? Anything I'll give or do for you and me. I don't wish to take you away, just want a place in your heart to stay, to caress your body and to fuel your spark. I won't rush a finish, nor have a false start. May I have this time just to show the art of love that I now know? I will start you off nice and slow, allowing your waters to build, then flow. I promise to give you all that you can take. I consider it a privilege and a blessing of fate. All these words come to me from a sincere soul, wanting your smile, your heart, and your hand to hold. Second piece is fairly short, but here it goes. It starts with the eyes, windows to the soul, revealing your thoughts, whether hot or cold. It then grows to a kiss, the soft, luscious lips, stroking of the hair after talented tongue twists. The very next step is a sensitive one to learn of her pleasures and what makes her run. How it is done is a sensitive massage and caress. The excitable places like the thighs, neck, and breast. Tending your toes or tickling the neck, warmly placed hands or a tongue oh so wet. What does it get? What is the final measure? Satisfaction for two and long-lasting pleasures.
This is about that. There is a person on the other side of this one-walled room. I can just barely see them through this all-too-skinny hole in the wall. As I watch them through this hole, they crouch in an infinite white expanse, doing nothing in general in a way that I can't quite discern. Sometimes I'll see my roommate wiggle or waddle just so. I put my ear up to the hole in the wall. I listen, and I'll hear cawing, not in a pattern or dialect that I quite know. So now my gun's barrel is flush to that hole in the wall. I smirk and I fire, the bang silenced by the deafness of stone. Planting my eye on that hole, enlarged now by a bullet's trace, my brow burns and my smirk disappears, because my roommate still lives, face planted in the white earth, gurgling like a brook as they try to catch the oxygen I stole. I watch with bated breath, waiting for their death, just wishing to hear sweet silence alone. Instead, there's just more cawing, angry now, pained. In this way, they too bring their eye to that aperture in our concrete partitioning vein. I'm frozen afraid. I can't move as our eyes meet, thankfully separated yet so close that I can feel the meaning behind their questioning babble and smell the speckled bloody air wheezing from their recently opened throat. I plug the hole in the wall with my thumb, realizing too late not to watch murder from so close. But soon over the wall comes the sound of fumbles, my roommates undone, their last words a mourning spattering drone, much worse than death's throes. Now I've no reason to ponder the other side of my one-walled room, but the smell of death reeks, leaking through that crevice that I once shared with a man I hated for reasons that will remain unknown. Thank you. Yeah, I like to focus about the bad parts of my life. Yeah. Oh, woe is me. Right. So this is about my family, my sister. It's called Bathtub, Bathypelagic Zone. Black mold fingertips paint my ceiling. I've no hot water. My cousin, adopted by my father, she's my sister. She's down under. And I am there too in a different way. But I can't help but to believe how we are creatures of the same depth. With easy, terse communion, once I fold to the cold ocean's pressure. And there it is, the blessing of light. We want to gander, yet my Tia's murder shade, no dissuade our view upward. With whispers of the predator's tricks, could be the light of another anglerfish. And I worm back to the black, trying to forget how my sister is sinking down, searching by instinct for her mother's corpse, stripped of all meat, her bones littering the sleep floor. I've no hot water, but I'm in the bathtub musing on the black mold fingertips, painting my ceiling, and how we both ended up here at the bottom of the sea. Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
Very special to me, who's actually present in here. It's my mom. Much love. She came all the way from Paris. So this is not even new shit, this is freestyle shit. So we're here to reverse the curse that we put on ourselves with good words, positive only, members only, like bring it in, bring the heart out. That's what we need because, we listen, it's freestyle shit. All right, keep on going. What a beautiful day, yeah, what a beautiful day. Shine is bright, bright all the way. It's a highway, I only see winnings, no else, just lessons. Essence. Since my adolescence, I've been feeling different, but now I'm really different. We're winning. It's a beautiful day. This is for LNS, Luna and Saul. I'll see you soon. Blessings. Yeah.
One day I'm a freestyle, y'all. One day, not today, but one day. One day I'm a freestyle a poem. All right, I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna do some new vulnerable shit. Well, one of them. This is a short one that I'm working on in progress. I got a chance to go back home and see my mom. And it's so crazy. It's like, I remember my mom, you know what I mean, young and kind of youthful. And then, like, as you get older, your parents get older, And so it's like this process of watching your parent, like, physically, in the physical, like, kind of slowly fade away or get older. And so for the first time, I think as I'm 35 now, but as a first time of I think really kind of slowing down enough to like really look at my mom like, wow, And that's where this poem came from. My mother is aging, but her eyes are still youthful. Hands still strong and firm. I sneak through the front door and whisper, I'm here, mama. Her face lights up, eyes brighten. Joy leaps from her smile, and we hold each other for all the days we've missed. And release a breath. I'm still her baby, and her arms are still the first home I know. I try to hide it, but she can see the fear in my eyes and tells me, hey, we're going to enjoy this day. Visit all our favorite places and make good use of the time that we have. And suddenly, time means everything. And this is called Scattered. The New York dating scene is wild, right? It's like monogamy, polygamy, a whole bunch of me's. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. And so that's where this poem came from. Scattered. I was scattered amongst lovers. Pieces of me half invested in an exchange of mutual needs, stuck in a fair game. And then you happened. Watched all of me gather into one space, a single collapse of resistance. Toni Morrison, she gathered me. All the pieces that I am, she gathered them and put them back together in all the right order, found myself in a sober reflection. And it's the first time that I've seen me in a while, and wow, does it feel good to meet me in an honest space, to feel whole, to be naked and not feel the urge to reach for clothes. Man, do it feel good to have. Man, do it feel good to not have to guess or question or wait when love just come in and take up space. Bring joy and laughter and peace. Not only reciprocate, but double down and back and multiply and sweeten and add to this table just for two. Man, do it feel good to have someone to come home to look in the audience and find a smile that still makes up for all the absence that haunts you. Man, do it feel good to just allow love to love you. To not have to explain why some days I want to be held close and other days I need to be left alone. Man, do it feel good to split these bills in half. And the weight of these dreams, to add your tea to the cabinet, to weather winter with another warm body, to look at another soul and find peace. Find joy in all the things that make them happy. Man, do it feel good to orgasm at the same time. Lay in each other's secrets, to all the darkness disappears, to explore the creases and the cracks. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. Man, do it feel good. Real good. Thank y'all. It didn't last, but, I got a poem out of it. You can always go back to the moment in the poem. Tonight was beautiful. It was. Anytime that we have the opportunity to have an exchange with other humans, to share something, to give something, to receive something is worth it. No matter how many people are here, it's worth it. We had an exchange and we had a moment. So I thank you and I'm grateful for all of you that have come to have this moment and this exchange on this night, because you could have been anywhere else. It's getting hotter in New York.